What up guys, Commander and welcome back to my Let's video, and today we are in my charity gaming series. Now, for you, if you're new to this channel, then you probably don't know what this means and why this is special. If you're one of the more classic subscribers to the channel, then you'll have absolutely like every idea of what this world is, or what this world was actually. Now, this is only a segment of it because it literally, I wasn't intended to do this video. I only found out about doing this video. I only intended to do this video because I was going through my DMs on Discord, just clearing them out because I've got so many that I've collected over the years. And I was just going through them, and I found one of my really old DMs from about like 2-3 years ago. That I was trying to get somebody off of the Cortex to put onto their server, and this was the world that it was. I don't know why it's a super flat world, it never was, but I thought, well, hang on a minute, if I can load this world up, I could just have it do a little, like, reminiscent of what actually was there and what isn't there and whatnot. So that's what I'm going to do today. Now, this thing here, this monstrosity, this has its own little special part in this world, just in general, because this is where majority of the intros for charity actually started.
What's going on, guys? Commander here, and welcome back to my Let's video. Today we're in my survival charity gaming series. What's going on, guys? Commander here, and welcome back to a Minecraft Let's Play video. Today we are in our charity gaming series, and we are back.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, funny.
Yep, we're back, and with a vengeance.
So, Minecraft Let's Play video. Today we are in our charity gaming series.
I'm gonna crash, oh god.
So yeah, that's that bit. Unit 1's house was there where those llamas are, or whether they are sheep, or whichever ones that is down there. That's where Unit 1's house is now, or the first of Unit 1's houses. Now, Unit 1's house has been in many different forms. We've seen it in many different forms. The first one got burnt down.
Shadow, I hate you. I really do.
Oh wow!
My house is not.
No. What have I done?
Existed.
And the second one, off camera, which is slightly annoying, got blown up.
We had a new member of the Let's Play, but then there's certain
Yes, but there's no need to discuss that.
No, I'm not gonna say any names, but they need to know. But then a certain person, and then one certain person, the person who was meant to be in the Let's Play, both fell out of something else outside of our little videos, and yeah, and then they weren't friends with each other at all, and yeah, and then Unit 1 decided to burn down the person's house, and yeah, and then the other person burnt down, destroyed Unit 1's house. And,
you had no.
Now they're never going to talk to each other again, and they hate each other.
So then Unit 1 decided it'd be a fun idea to, when I'd actually got this water fountain put down, to make a house underneath the water fountain, and that got blown up as well.
Come on, KFC!
That shouldn't happen.
That's a good idea. To test it in my house. You are a blinking lunatic.
So yeah, Unit 1 never really had the best like luck with housing, should we say. So then you move into where the Colonel used to stay. That room got blown up off camera, which is slightly annoying. And they rebuilt it, and Unit 1 decided he was going to live, I think, in the back room. Although I think that's where Retro was staying originally, or Unit 1, I don't know. That was Retro's house. Because by this point we had Retro Geek and Colonel KFC on board as well. This was the farming and in the creation of this is what started off the very fabulous Unit 1 karaoke.
He landed on the runway like a pot of strawberry jam. He landed on the runway like a pot of strawberry jam.
He
landed on the runway like a pot of strawberry jam, but his soul goes marching on.
On.
He jumped up 40,000 feet without a parachute. He jumped up 40,000 feet without a parachute. He jumped up 40,000 feet without a parachute. He ain't gonna jump no more. He landed on the runway like a
Glory,
strawberry
what a hell of a
jam.
way to die.
Landed on the
Hanging from
runway
your
like a
knickers in the middle of the sky.
Landed
Glory,
on
glory,
the
what a hell of a way
like
to
a
die.
strawberry
And he ain't
jam.
gonna
But his soul goes marching on.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. Hanging from your knickers in the middle of the sky. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die. And he ain't gonna jump no more. Thank you.
He opened up the airlock without a spacesuit. Opened up the airlock without.
Well, he's a bit of a dumbass, isn't he?
Opened up the airlock without a spacesuit. He ain't gonna be pressured anymore. Landed on the runway like a pot of strawberry jam. Landed on the runway like a pot of strawberry jam. Landed on the runway like a pot of.
So yeah, that was like that bit especially. This area here was a special place in my heart for the start of probably the best of what Charity was, and that was mainly Unit 1's singing career. And literally right here was a mining thing where we actually found out that the Colonel had blown up Unit 1's house for the third time. What's in... This is the nether portal room. Now, we never really went into the nether much. Right. What is this? I can't remember what this actually was. Some form of weird contraption that Unit 1 made. That was... I think that was... Was that Unit 1's old... No, I don't know. I think that's the Colonel's face. I can't remember. This was what remained of the battle arena, which we had many adventures and fights in.
Right. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, Unit 1, just take off your armor a minute, so then it's at least fair.
What do you mean? How is it?
I've
Right,
no
you take
armor.
off your skeleton skull then.
Fine. Even though I
Because
don't
that
give...
gives you a buff.
Well, it doesn't actually, but you know. I forgot my End Dragon Skull. Right. I got a massive fire arrow right in front of my face. It's really annoying.
Yes! Oh no!
Did I get you?
And then here in this area, we had the Performance Theatre, where Unit 1 did his Installation 03 of the Unit 1 karaoke. And we had three of those. I can't remember. No, the first one was just him just dancing around. The first one was just him dancing around, and I put that into a little animation, which is rubbish. The second one was on an adventure map, and the third one was in the Performance Theatre. And this conservatory, or as Unit 1 calls a conservatory, is a bit of a rubbish conservatory, but Unit 1 made this literally as we were making the house. Now, I distinctly remember the first episode we had with the Colonel, we had moved from what was over there, the first house ridge, it's not there anymore, to this bit here. And literally, this is the first episode we had with the Colonel, and it basically started as we meant to go on. The first episode, when we ended it, you could literally see the house burning down from what we had built, and because the Colonel had found out the use of flint and steel.
Oh, missed.
It's only for emergencies.
Missed again. Right, so that is about the end of this episode here, guys. I'm going to try and calm Unit 1 and the Colonel down. So we'll be back next week for a new Charity Gaming Series episode. So we shall see you all later. Bye!
So we literally, as soon as the episode finished, we spent about half an hour rebuilding the house that Colonel had that we had built. We built the first floor, the first story of it, and then the Colonel decided to burn it down. So, yeah, that was fun. And then once we built the actual house, then we built the, Unit 1 decided to build the conservatory, which sparked off a load of different debates. Oh, actually, we got Baldwin in here, my dog. Now, everybody else was under bane of death not to touch this dog, which is why you tend to... Actually, this is also another thing that I found, like, particularly scary. What everybody else did find like, really weird, because if I can't really... No. If I just have a go, dragon... I don't know. Dragon head. if I put this on my head, when you would walk, the mouth would move. Right? Now, I spent an episode literally just going around just doing that. And that was quite funny. And that sort of sparked a bit of an idea of, like, you can come with me, Baldwin. That sort of sparked a idea of just, like, finding out little, like, hidden Easter eggs in Minecraft. There was the one where we were down in the basement area of what remained of Unit 1's house. And I showed everybody what would happen if I shared a snow golem, and it turned out to be quite funny. So, yeah, that was that bit. And that was what was down here, but it's not there now because this is such an old version of the world. This was like a kitchen that got blown up, I think. This was a living room that also, if I remember correctly, got blown up. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of things got blown up in this game. Funnily enough, though, the Colonel never really had a house. He would often just camp in my house, and everybody's on the bane of death not to touch that. And Retro would often just stay away from me. He would often just stay away from all of the fighting and infighting that went on. So I think, aside from the maybe one time where the side might have got blown up, because even my house, in the midst of the Colonel and Unit 1's brawl, that room or part of that house got blown up. But Retro's house is the one thing that sort of, throughout the entire series, from its creation, stayed relatively intact, I must say, which I was very surprised at considering. So, and then we had down here when, because we literally left it after because this was literally just sort of in meantime, like when we were bored, we'd literally just jump on and start recording. But what happened was once we'd finished secondary school, I think, or once we got into like our GCSEs, we sort of stopped because we had better things to do, such as revising for exams and whatnot. So we never actually, like, at one point we just left it and we didn't come back to it. And then at the point, it was like the summer before we finished, I think, was it the summer? Yeah, it was when we broke off for summer. When we broke off for summer, this was back in 2016, so we actually finished this, the last episode, I think it was September 12th, 2016, so it's right at the end of our summer holiday by this point, but we decided just to come on just to see what else we could do, just me and Unit 1 on our own, and I made this troll block, which turned out quite well.
But I think it works.
Wonder what this does.
It's a troll command. It sets up every time you stand on it, kills somebody randomly.
Why did it kill me and not you?
Because it's set at a random person, so it's just random.
So yeah, that happened. And then that's when the performance theatre started, so we could do the Unit 1 Installation 03. But then we just left it after that. Well, the problem is that by this point, me and the Colonel, Unit 1, the Colonel, and Retro had sort of all gone apart from each other. And even now, like, I speak to Unit every now and again. It's flipping weather. It's a pain in the bum. Now, I speak to Unit every now and again, and I speak to Retro every now and again, but we don't talk enough to record. Like, the last time I recorded with Unit 1 was when, I think it was when we did the Empire at War video, and that was getting on about a year ago now, I think it was. So, I haven't recorded with him for ages, and it's just finding the time to do it. And also because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered, but... but no, we had really good times on this world. Now, I attempted a number of times to try and bring this world back, and I even did... me and Unit 1 were planning to do this world, do another charity like Season 2 with the Gaming Cortex on Attack of the B Team, and I had the world built up, I had, like, everything set up to make it look really, really good and make it, like, a really fun thing to do, but we never got around to doing it, and I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered with this. I had the Traitor to do, I had college work to get on with, and it just sort of got to the point where I was like, you know what, I can't be bothered to do this anymore, and I just left it and just abandoned it. And that's sort of the reason why Like, this charity world stopped after we built the performance theatre, because I wanted to do a season 2 and then I just abandoned it because I just didn't have the time to do it myself. So that's the reason why it never came back, you know. But it was some of the best times I've ever had, and you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because, like, all of this, like, even the skyblock, which even now, like, I look back and I think, you know, that was some really, really fun times that we had, because it was probably some of the best times I've ever had, like, not just playing Minecraft, but doing YouTube all entirely, just because of how much fun we'd have just playing about. Not even just the PvP, because on the skyblock, it would literally, hello Baldwin, because on the skyblock, we would literally just, like, there was no PvP, we couldn't actually kill each other. The only way of killing each other was just making each other fall out of the world by digging the ground from underneath their feet. But even then, we just had, like just a lot of fun just doing it because of how, just how stupid it was and how stupid we acted. Just trying to have a bit of fun on a Minecraft world, you know, so simple things, you know. I try my best just to have a bit of fun. Like, I'm part of a Discord group community now that I just love because of how, like, nice they are. And I've played games with them before, and it's really nice just to have, like, a group of people that you can talk to and play games with. But nothing will beat the time that I had with the unit and everybody else as well. You know, even Sergeant Strange on that one episode of Skyblock, that was fun as hell. But you know, it's a lot. I'd like to go and reminisce over things because it reminds me of what I've done. Like, you know, I did for my 250 subscriber special, or my 200 subscriber special, I can't remember. But I did the going back over my old videos, and that was just, I like going back and watch my old videos because I just like to see how I've changed. But I like to go and do things like this because I like to see, you know, where we were a few years ago and how much we've changed as just people and as YouTubers as well, because I think it's fascinating. But I tell you, that this was some of the best times that I've ever had playing a game, let alone just Minecraft. So yeah, it's a bit of fun. I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed it. Maybe not so much as me, but he still enjoyed it. So yeah, that is about all I have time for. Now, I would go and ponder off into the skyblock, but unfortunately, just a few, like, about a year or two ago, they had a massive server reset and deleted all the worlds. Now, unfortunately, that means I can't actually access the old skyblock world. Otherwise, I'd be more than happy to go back over it. But you be careful, right? Baldwin, for this world, you, for the rest, now until the rest of time, are going to sit and watch over this land. Right, all of the meat in the world, and that will feed you from now until the end of time. Now, on that note, that is about all I have time for in this video here. This is probably the first. This is the first time that I've been in this world in a long time, and it's probably going to be the last because I've got nothing else to do on this world. My adventure in this world is, as well as the others' adventure in this world, is pretty much complete. Oh, something that I didn't mention. That's what used to be behind me is a jump tower where we used to play about with the elytras. Now that was fun. So yeah, that was quite enjoyable. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy Charity for what it was worth. And if you didn't get it while I was uploading it and while we were making it, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. This is only just going to be a mini video, just me just reminiscing over the whole thing and just me going over the different things that we made and the different adventures that we had, because, like, it was fun. It was really fun, and like I said before, it's probably some of the best times I've ever had doing Minecraft, or even just doing YouTube in general, because we had so much fun, because we knew each other in real life, and we weren't just, like, people that I've met over through YouTube. These are people that I've met in person, and it's sort of having that knowledge of them in person sort of, like, gives you that more, like, enjoyability, because you know the boundaries that you can push and you can know how to irritate somebody, but if you irritate them so much because you know them in person, you know that's what they're like. And I don't know. That sort of makes it a bit more fun. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. And I shall see you all later. Bye!